This video is for my students at school, secondary school, 8th grades. Okay, so I'm going to give you some like revision for the exam, for our next exam. Okay, and the thing you're gonna have in the exam, you're gonna have vocabulary. So vocabulary about favorites, hobbies, etc. That we already covered in our courses. Okay, so we're gonna have simple past. I already sent you the video, and I was explaining again what the rules, simple past, etc. Okay, so I will give you here in this video. We're gonna have just exercises. Okay, so try to revise the rules of simple past, and then we are going to do these exercises, and we are going to have comparative and superlative, okay, of short, long, and irregular adjectives, and present continuous for future arrangements. We already covered present continuous twice this year, and be going to in future. Okay, so let's start. Okay, we have simple past. Okay, so if you still remember, I already explained the rule simple past. We're gonna add ed, we're gonna add d, where you are going to add IED, etc. And try to pay attention to the irregular verbs. Okay, we have regular verbs and irregular verbs, and try to pay attention to the forms. Okay, so we add ed or d or IED just in affirmative sentences, and in negative we're gonna put didn't plus the verb in infinitive. Okay, I didn't go to school yesterday. Okay, so and in question form we're gonna put did plus the subject plus the verb in infinitive plus the question mark. So try to pay attention to the rules, try to revise the rules. Then we are going to do this exercise, etc. Okay, for example, the first one, we have the verb to do. We have my math homework yesterday. You can say I did my math homework yesterday. Okay, is it clear? It's like this thing. We are going to do this exercise so as to recapitulate the rules of simple past. Okay, so next lesson. In next lesson we have comparative and superlative. We have comparative and superlative of short, long, and irregular adjective. Okay, so we have in short adjective. You already know the rules. So how we gonna switch from comparative to superlative? How we gonna form comparative, and how we gonna form superlative when we have short adjective? Okay, short adjective. So we add er in comparative and est in superlative. For example, we have tall, the adjective tall. Okay, comparative taller, taller than. Okay, taller than. Okay, and superlative, you can see the tallest. Okay, so we can say I am tall, but my brother is taller than me, but my father is the tallest one. Okay, we have tall, comparative taller than, and superlative the tallest. Okay, so when we have short adjective, we're gonna add er in comparative and est in superlative. Okay, then for example, sometimes we're gonna find some adjective. Some adjective that end with consonant and y. Consonant and y. Okay, like happy, happy. What happened here in comparative? So we remove y and we add ier. Okay, so in comparative, happy, happier, and superlative, you can say the happiest. Okay, we in comparative we remove y and we add ier, and in superlative we remove y and we add iest. Okay, so we have happy, happier than, the happiest. Okay, this is the thing that we already covered in the when we're talking about short adjective. When we are talking about long adjective, is another thing. We have important. Okay, in comparative you can say more important than, and superlative you can say the most important, the most important things. Okay, we can say Arabic is important language, but French is more important than Arabic, but English is the most important language, etc. Just an example. All languages are important. Okay, so we have expensive. Okay, another long adjective, expensive. Okay, what mean expensive? Mean it costs a lot of money. Okay, expensive, and the opposite is cheap. So expensive, comparative, more expensive than. Okay, and superlative, the most expensive. Okay, we can say market is, we can say supermarket is more expensive than the market. Okay, supermarket is more expensive than the market, etc. We can say mall, but malls is the most expensive thing, etc. Okay, is this clear? So we have, when we have long adjective, we are not going to add er or ier or something like that. No, we're gonna add more in comparative and the most in superlative. Okay, so important, more important, the most important, beautiful, more beautiful, the most beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna move to good. Okay, adjective good. Okay, we have good, comparative better, and superlative the best. Okay, here we call this adjective irregular adjective, like the adjective bad. Okay, we have bad adjective, comparative worse than, okay, and separative the worst. Okay, is this clear? Okay, so try to recapitulate the adjective. All of us, we have this. You have this adjective in the in your copybook part lesson. Okay, so this is the general idea about this recapitulation about comparative and separative. We're gonna move to an exercise. Here we have, you're gonna have an exercise here. Fill in the correct form of the words in brackets, either comparative or separative. Means you have to read the sentence, my house is big and yours. Okay, you have to read the sentence, and you must know in which adjective you're gonna put. Okay, either comparative or superlative. You have, this flower is beautiful than that one. Okay, this is the interesting book I have ever read. Non-smokers usually live long than smokers. Which is the dangerous animal? Example. Holiday by the sea is than holiday in the mountain. Okay, is it clear? So we're gonna move to another another lesson. We have be going to future. Okay, means that be going to in future. Okay, so we already covered this lesson. Okay, so we use going to in future to talk about planned actions in the future, or planned actions in the future, or means that fixed actions in the future. For example, we are going to sing at the party. We are going to sing at the party. We already planned that we're gonna sing at the party. Okay, so form. Okay, how we gonna form the be going to future? We form it by the verb to be in present, to be am or is or are. Okay, am or is or are. Okay, so we form it by am or is or are plus going to plus the infinitive of the verb. Okay, am or is or are plus going to plus the infinitive of the verb. Affirmative. Okay, so in affirmative form, we can say, I'm going to play handball. I'm going to play handball. So in this, we have the subject, I, we have verb to be, am, we have going to, okay, and plus the verb in infinitive. Okay, so in negative form, we have, I'm not going to be, so I'm not going to play handball. I'm not going to play handball. So what do you notice we did the subject I plus the verb to be in present am plus not plus going to plus the verb in infinitive. Okay, which means that we put not between the verb to be and going to. Okay, so questions. Okay, how we gonna form questions in the with going to. Are you going to play handball? Are you going to play handball? Okay, so this is question form. Are you going to play handball? Okay, so we means that we're gonna put first the verb to be, am or is or are, plus the subject you, okay, plus going to, plus the verb in infinitive, plus question mark. Don't forget question mark. Are you going to play handball? Are you going to play handball? Okay, so here we have an exercise. Okay, so we are going to conjugate these verbs here. Okay, we're gonna conjugate verbs with going to in future. We have Philip 15 next Wednesday. Okay, means that Philip is going to be 15 next Wednesday. Wednesday means that we are going to apply the rules of affirmative or negative or question form, etc. Okay, so they new computer. I think my mother this CD. We have the verb to like. Paul's sister to have baby. Okay, baby. In the verb to have. They about 4 in the afternoon. We had the verb to arrive. In 2020, people more hybrid cars. Marvin party next week, and we to Venice in June. Okay, it's the verb to fly. Okay, is this clear? I think it's so easy. Then we have here we have present continuous. Okay, so we have present continuous, etc. We can use present continuous to talk about arrangement like plans which that you have organized in the future. Okay, so try to remember the present continuous. Okay, we can use present continuous to talk about arrangement, means that plans which you have organized in the future. For example, I'm visiting my friend tomorrow. I'm visiting my friend tomorrow. They are coming to our house on Saturday. And what are you doing tonight, etc. We already did present continuous many times, and you know that it's so easy. You need the verb to be, okay, am or is or are plus the verb plus ing form. So it's so easy. And here we have an exercise. Okay, in this exercise we are going to conjugate this verb in present continuous. Okay, so we have the teacher not to close. Okay, so the teacher not to close. You can say the teacher, yes, and you have to finish. Then we have you, okay, the washing up to do. Okay, we have to do, which means that we're gonna conjugate the verbs there. They, the printers, and we have the verb to check. Okay, so try to pay attention when we have. Sometimes you're gonna have negative form. Sometimes you're gonna have question form. Sometimes you're gonna have affirmative form. Go back to your copybook, part listen. You're gonna find the rules. Try to remember the rules. Okay, try to revise the rules and try to do this exercises. Okay, so this exercise must be written in your copybook part exercise. Okay, so we're gonna write the review exam and try to write the title of the lessons and exercises. Good luck and see you next.